This is Charlie Saladino, assistant producer and photographer for the Kate Fox Show. Kate Fox is an unbelievable person. She's a amazing person, and what this interview is about is to tell people who is Kate Fox, what she is about, what her show is about, and all this good stuff that is coming from the mind of Kate Fox. So we're going to let that happen right now. So Kate, why don't you tell everybody what you're about, who you're about, and what your show is about.
Oh boy. Well, first of all, he's also a special correspondent, just so you know.
Yes.
And I am a mother. I am a breast cancer survivor, and I am an award-winning poet. I have 3 books out.
Yes.
One is My Pink Ribbons, Hope, and then Liars, Mistruths, and Perception. And the first 2 were about my breast cancer experience. The third is a normal book. And so that's my son. Okay, toodles. And so that's what I do. I also have found my way into the local music scene and the music business a little bit.
Found a big way into the local music business, yes.
So let's see, I'm a poet. I host a monthly reading for my publisher. I am a mother. I manage a Red Hot Chili Peppers cover band. I promote people where I can. I'm also planning the 2nd Cancer Can Rock in New York benefit.
Yes, that is going to be a monumental event. Check her Facebook page and everybody get there. Go ahead.
Thank you. And we will have an event page. I will promote it on my website, www.katespittyparty.com. We will be doing promos for it. We have some great bands lined up so far. We're still working on the lineup. And that's a cause that I'm very passionate about because not every musician, not every person with a cancer diagnosis has the hope for a cure.
Right.
And what Cancer Can Rock does is it brings musicians into this recording studio who have aggressive cancer.
Yes.
And it allows them to record their music. So when they are no longer here, unfortunately, they leave their legacy. And Cancer Can Rock brings them in, all expenses paid, no matter where they're from. And so that's why it's important because, and I have a lot of other causes. You know, I support Camp Kesem at Yale because that's where my kids go to camp.
Right.
And that's for children whose parent or caregiver has or had cancer.
Right.
And I will do some things on that. I support Mondays at Racine, which is huge too. They give cancer care to people who are in treatment and beauty care, and not just beauty, but spa, wellness, nutrition. So I do a lot of things with them as well. I'm trying to think of what other causes I support. So I do a lot of things, and I have a lot of interesting friends.
Right. Yes. Yeah. I got to tell you, some amazing, interesting friends. And with all the stuff that Kate does, you'll see that on her Facebook page. I mean, I can't even start to tell you what this lady does. It's amazing. Her books are fabulous. Cancer Can Rock. I went to the first one, and the love that comes out of that benefit is phenomenal because all these bands who are major bands, and they're so busy, drop whatever they do. Kate calls, they all come and they perform. Some excellent bands, and we have Revolution, the venue
Revolution
for that.
Bar and Music Hall in Amityville, New York. Thank you, Pauline.
We love Pauline.
Thank you for your support. And last year, I have to say, we had Streetlight Circus, Craving Strange, Pine Street, and we also had Warped, which is the band I manage.
Yeah, you were forgetting that one.
And, so this year, I'm working on the bands. I don't want to say. We do have a couple confirmed, and it's going to be a little bit bigger. It's going to be on June 17th from 12 to 6, and it's going to be better than last year.
It's phenomenal. Now, last year was phenomenal. I can't wait for this year. Oh, my God. And again, we can't say enough about Revolution and Pauline
Yes,
for
yes.
housing this.
Big
Amazing.
support and
Yeah.
supports everyone I encounter on this music scene. Just loves her to pieces, and how do
Yeah.
you not?
Yeah, well, check out their Facebook page and you'll see what we're talking about.
It's true.
Also, I wanna talk about our conventions that we go to. We actually met at a convention, and it's phenomenal. Are you planning any conventions to be at so people could come and see you and actually say hello?
The first one we're planning, which I think you're going to be there with me,
Oh, I'm sure.
is the Chocolate Expo.
Oh,
on
I will
March
be.
1st.
I will be there with her. Yes, the samples were phenomenal. I don't care about the show. I will be there for the sample. No, I'm.
But we will be there March
We will be
4th, 10 to 7, Cradle of Aviation, and there are going to be just so many fantastic vendors. We're going to talk to a lot of people. I'm actually hoping to get in there and do an overview before the crowds come in,
Yeah.
so that people know what to look for. Before that though, I have a poetry reading.
And where is that, Kate? See how good I am as a correspondent. And where would that be?
That would be at East Meadow Public Library on February 24th from 2 to 4 p.m.
Yeah, and February 24th, oh my God, yeah. East Meadow, we love East Meadow.
Oh my God.
We have Kelly Gordon
Yes, yes.
and his wife Jen, who are amazing illustrators, night and day animation, or day and night animation. I'm sorry, Kelly. I don't know. I believe it's day and night animation. Check them out on Facebook.
If we messed it up, we'll fix it, Kelly, I
Yeah,
promise.
we'll fix it up. But Kelly Gordon, who is an amazing illustrator with Jen, his wife Jen, runs every event at the East Meadow Public Library. This will be a great event that you're at, and hopefully we could get you back there for the MCon. Remember that, the
hope.
MCon.
MCon is in May. I want to say May 19th.
Yeah. Just go on your website, check MCon.
Yes, and
EM.
it's an anime convention, and actually last year my daughter won a prize for her costume, because of course the cosplay thing is huge at all of these cons, and
Which she was great at. That was the best cosplay, and
she creeped out Kelly.
yeah, scared the hell out of me too. So she was one of the nurses from Silent Hill. If you know that sci-fi movie, that horror movie, you'll know how creepy that is. If
Yeah.
you don't, check it out.
But it's my baby.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, we have what, MCon coming up. We have the Chocolate Expo coming up
We have and you're reading at East Meadow.
at East Meadow, which
Yeah.
I host a monthly poetry event for my publisher, and so I do get to bring in a lot of great poets to feature. But
Yeah.
when I do that, I'm hosting. I'll read one poem.
Right.
So when I get to feature, I get to read about 15 to 20 minutes of my work. So you get to have an idea of what I write and what I'm all about.
Yes.
So that's why I like doing that. And I'm going to have one coming up also May 4th. It's a Thursday. It's either May 3rd or May 4th. I'm sorry, I forget. And it's at Jack's Coffee House in Babylon. And that, of course, is on my website. It'll be on Facebook as well. So I do have some features coming up, which is
Right.
great because mid to late summer, my 4th book is going to be released.
Which I can't wait. I have read Kate's books, and
You have.
the poetry is unbelievable. And when you read it, you get a little insight into what Kate was going through this horrendous period of her life, and as a man reading this, it also helps you out realizing what women go through. And a lot of men who are married should read this. And a lot of men who are involved with a woman who is going through this should read these books, because they get a better insight, and you could help your mate and the person you love a lot better.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you for saying that.
Yeah, well, it's true. I would never say it.
I know,
wasn't true.
I know, and you did. I know you read them
Yeah.
because you actually spoke to me about specific ones, and you told me what resonated with you,
Yeah.
and that's actually very, very big for me.
Yeah. Well, it was, just to put yourself in that person's shoes and say, oh my God, you wouldn't be able to imagine. But then you get a little insight on your poetry and you go, oh my God, yeah. So the books are unbelievable.
Thank you.
And yeah, I love that. I love those books. But to have you at the poetry reading is quite an event to see. So if you can get there, get there.
And yes, I will be there. And it's not all cancer. I promise you I do real life. It's just those were the first 2 books that I put out because it just worked that way. And it actually gave me sort of the push
Right.
to say, oh, let's publish a book instead of just, one here, one there, one here.
Yeah.
And but I will warn you that that's the one thing. It's like an addiction now because, well, now I have to have another book. And I actually tend to write a lot. This year's been very, very sparse this past year. But so I do have a couple of manuscripts now down the line because after number 4, I actually have my 5th book, Perimeters, is ready to go as well.
I can't wait to read that one. Get it-
Non-cancer.
Well, I don't care. I just like to write. She writes very well, so
Thank you.
it's an enjoyable read. Whatever
It's simple. It's not highfalutin. I do free form. I can write, traditional forms, but it's not my my
Easy
chosen.
for you to say. This is what we call in the business as rented lips. Okay, go ahead.
It's not my preferred way to communicate. I do a free form. It's my own style. I've perfected it, but it's I think relatable and
Yeah.
simple.
Yeah.
I'm very simple, if you would. I want to reference Tropic Thunder now. I'm Simple Jack when I write, and if you didn't see the movie, you don't get it. But I just pulled myself down a little bit. But yeah, so we have a lot of stuff going on. You and I are planning some things.
Oh my God, we got some plans that watch out for this because we have some interviews that are going to be amazing, and if we accomplish a quarter of our plans, this is going to be one hell of a show, folks.
It is.
We're although Kate does everything with her interviews, or every interview, and we're multi-variety and stuff.
We are.
We want to feature women who are empowered in this business, who get tossed aside a little, and we want to feature them, their crafts, and because they're pretty incredible, and we want to get them out to the public, and then it's up to you to support them. So we're very big in supporting people like that.
We are, but I also will probably segue into other things because as things... Listen, we're here to support everyone. We want to empower everyone.
Yeah.
And I have, with my friends and my interests, as you as well, kind of an ADHD thing going on because if it interests me, I want to talk about it.
Yeah, exactly.
So, that's why the benefits, the cons, the writing, the music, the whatever, dude. It's whatever we think you'll find interesting, but we do know a lot of interesting people.
Right, amazing people, and also,
And I like to name drop. Sorry.
yeah. So yeah, between the both of us, but it definitely, I'm the one who sits there, and then it comes out of this mind, and then we both run rampant with it. So we got a lot of good stuff coming out from the mind of Kate Fox, and that should be a lot of fun. So please tune in, keep checking with, where do they check with?
They can check the Kate Fox Show's Facebook page. For writing things and for charity things, I will sometimes post it on the My Pink Ribbons Facebook page. They can check www.katespityparty.com, which is my website. And that also has a link to interviews and various other things we've done. And I post things on Instagram at Kate B. Fox. and oh gosh, just yeah, I think those are all the places I've got going on. And I do need to say, we saw each other at Macabre Fair Film Festival, and unfortunately, sometimes technical difficulties happen. And that weekend was a mess for me from before it even started. Everything that could go wrong did. Some of my red carpet interviews, which is why they haven't been posted yet, I somehow lost some video. I have audio, but not the video. I have no idea what happened. It got corrupted. So to anyone who's waiting, I am working on it. I am sorry. I had to figure out what happened and recover what I could before I could move forward. Because I did some great interviews.
We were both working that show in separate capacities. And
for his other show.
Yeah, see, I'm not saying it.
Should we say it? We should say it.
Maybe later, because Mark will go crazy. But, anyway, that was a crazy place. There were certain areas in there which was Wi-Fi was cutting off, and so I have to tell you that was insane. So don't blame Kate. It was, but nevertheless, with Elsie Ginsberg, we love her, and her conventions are #1 in our book, and the Macabre Film Festival was amazing.
Oh my God. The Macabre Fair Film Festival brings in filmmakers from all over the world, independent. The genre is, it is horror, but there are some little other differences, different ones sneak in a little bit.
And we have our good friend
Loren Malloy, the author.
I say Lauren from
Malloy.
Brooklyn, but Loren Malloy.
And we met at the same time.
Yes, we
right?
did.
And we became great friends. Yeah. And she's actually in Philadelphia this weekend doing the Philadelphia Tattoo and Arts and Arts Festival. She's there, and actually Horror Show Jack is as well.
Right.
So, and I gave you guys a shout out yesterday when I did my little live What's Coming Up Now. So yeah, she's been really starting to blow up a lot, and she's got another book coming out.
Yeah, her main book was The Devil Within Her. Was that? Yeah, I read that book, and I want you to know I read it. I was alone in a building because that's what I do at night. I stay alone in a building at night just because I'm weird, and and I was reading that, and it was very, very scary. And
yeah, I won't read it.
Happy to be scared, but she did a good job with that one.
I know everyone laughs at me because I go to a lot of horror-themed conventions.
I
have friends, horror filmmakers, horror writers, and they all know that unless you really promise me it won't be too scary, that I won't see it. I won't read it. I can't do it. I'm a coward. And I love them. I know the quality of their work, and I do see some things, but I have Loren's poetry, and I have her children's book. Yeah. So just, and you should check out her website as well.
Right.
But yeah, so we know a lot.
We know everybody. We know everybody. So you got, you'd be crazy not to tune into her show.
It'll always be fun, always interesting, and you never know. I have a couple of friends that I've went to college, high school, whatever, that are really, really up there and doing some great things, and I'm going to try and reel them in. Right. One of my dear friends, I had reached out to her and said, you know what? Why? And she's a successful businesswoman. Why have I never interviewed you? And she said, oh, I would love to do that, but they're going to, and I don't know if I can even say that now. I guess I can. They're just announcing me as the new Real Housewife of New Jersey. So, Margaret Josephs, congratulations. I still want my interview. You owe me. And I want to see you. And Jim Brewer I went to college with, so I'm hoping to hook up with him when he's out here doing his residency at the Paramount. Right. We've exchanged emails back and forth. We had lost touch for a while. But even if you guys don't see it, I'm hoping to just see him and catch up. And his wife has a similar story to mine, I believe. She's actually much more difficult, I believe. Right. So I'm hoping to reach out in that way as well. Right,
and I remember an incident. I don't know, I have to ask you a question. I have to take time out to ask Kate a question. Remember the gentleman, when we were both working our different shows, and you scooped me on.
That's going to be coming out.
When is that going to be coming out?
That is going to be coming out very shortly. I owe him an apology too. Christopher Coratino, one of the Amityville kids. He lived in that house. He was part of that. The real story.
Oh yeah,
nice guy, nice
very
guy.
Nice guy.
And he and I sat down for an interview.
Yeah.
And I hit a couple of stumbling blocks when I was writing the article, quite frankly.
Yeah.
And sometimes, it's not an excuse, but sometimes life gets in the way, and if you can't get your mind into there, you can't quite lay it out.
Yeah.
And I have a great story to tell about what he's been through, what he's looking to accomplish now, and I'm going to update everyone on that as well. And yes, I scooped you.
Yeah, I set up this thing. Yeah, you have to meet him. And I asked him for an interview. He goes, well, not right now because I'm working on something and I don't want to. Meanwhile, Goldilocks over here walks up. I introduced them. Next thing I know, they had the interview. So what?
I called you when I was on the way too, right?
Yeah. What's, yeah, I don't want to hear. And what's my nickname for you now? Scoopy? Scoopy, yes. But anyway, great stuff. That was great stuff. I mean, I don't care who gets the interview if the information gets out there.
Agreed.
And I'm glad you did it because you're a much better interviewer than I am. Yes.
I am sometimes. No, not all the time though, because you're good too.
Yeah.
And also, if you want to check out some of the stuff Charlie's done, besides being our special correspondent, on top of the associate producer and photographer, Charlie works with It Came From the Radio, and they do some great things.
Yeah, Mark Torres, it's his show. He's an amazing person, and it's fun working on them. I'm there with them about 6 years now.
Wow.
And yeah, check out our Facebook page, and it's always fun. It's always fun, good stories, good interviews, and well, thank you for that.
You interviewed me a couple times.
Yeah, well, we met. Actually, funny story. I'm not going to take much of your time, but that's how Kate and I met. I was working for my show. It Came From the Radio, and we were at the ImmortalCon.
I was a guest author.
Right, on L.C. Ginsburg cancer-related convention, which is fabulous, and it's an amazing cause. And you were working there with somebody else you were managing.
Yes.
And I just met the two of you, and we just hit it. It was amazing.
Yeah. And we've been friends ever since.
And we've been friends ever since, and then we collaborated with this show, your show, and Kate asked me if I could help, and I said, sure, because she had some amazing ideas, and you were a force to be dealt with. So I said, yeah, well, definitely. And I'm glad to do it.
Thank you, and I'm glad to have you.
Well, thank you. So enough of that throwing roses at ourselves. Kate, tell everybody all the information you want to tell them on how they could get to you.
Okay, you can get to me via my website, www.katespityparty.com. You can email me at Kate, K-A-T-E, at katespityparty.com. You can check out my Facebook page. You can check out the Facebook page for The Kate Fox Show. You can check out the Facebook page for My Pink Ribbons. And you can check out my Instagram at Kate B. Fox. I'm on YouTube as well, but my website has links to that, so it's just easier to go right there. And I think that's it.
Yeah, and we have a lot of great stuff coming your way, so watch out for us. Right?
Right.
All right. Take it easy.
Join us. Thank you.